Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys an absolutely legendary Nasus build and how to play it. But before getting into the video, I have such an amazing announcement for my career, and I hope for you guys as well. I am gonna be uploading special content on the Wild Rift Esports YouTube channel. And as you can see, there is already one out there. And a link to it is in the description and in the pinned comment. And I just quickly want to talk about this because this is very important for me and I hope that you guys care about it as well. There are timestamps in the description if you just want to skip to whatever you want to watch. But this is my heart and soul right now. I'm putting all of my effort into this kind of stuff. And hopefully, I'll be bringing you guys a lot more content on the Wild Rift Esports channel. And this is high quality content. Like, this is with an editor, you know, this is with Riot with me, etc, etc. This is good content. And this video right here, this one in particular, is me analyzing a game between Rix and Navi while showing replays, while showing exactly what I'm talking about, etc, etc. If you guys truly, you know, enjoy my videos and truly want to support me, then please go check out this video and watch it. Like, you'll enjoy it for sure, but also give that video a like, put a comment under it saying you enjoyed it, etc, etc, right? Like, if you want to do that, of course you can if you want to. If you don't, then you're welcome to watch this video anyways. So the build that I'm going to be I think something is broken right here. It had the wrong build, but the build that I'm going to be talking about is going to be full armor Nasus, guys. And this is honestly, like, this is one of my favorite builds to play Nasus with, like, definitely. So one condition, you have to play this against a full AD composition. So when you're like last pick or fourth pick, something like that, and you decide, or sorry, you're like fourth pick, fifth pick, and you see that the enemy has picked like Pantheon, Kai'Sa, mid lane Zed, and then also a Darius, something like that, then boom, you go for Nasus and you go for this build. And I'll show you exactly how to play this build, because there is a certain playstyle. So how do you do it? It's simple. I don't hear any sound, by the way. You start with an Iceborne Gauntlet. Oh, there's the sound. You start with an Iceborne Gauntlet. Then you go for the plated steel caps. By the way, yes, you do start with a cloth of armor, and then you go for the sheen. The next time you go back, you get a sheen. Where is it? There it is. So yeah, you get an Iceborne Gauntlet, plated steel caps, Frozen Heart. This is a core item. Frozen Heart is a core item. Like, never go for anything else on this build. Always Frozen Heart, second item. Third item, probably Deadman's Plate, but Thornmail is also good if the enemy has a lot of healing. And the thing is, Thornmail is especially good because you're full armor. So Thornmail is going to deal a lot of damage. So these are basically the 4 armor items that you're going to be getting, one after the other. And then as your last item, you get the Sterix Cage. You may be asking, oh, hey, Hells, why wouldn't you go for Guardian Angel because it gives armor too? It is not worth it. Sterix Cage is much more worth it. It's going to make you much tankier. Like, you already have so much armor that buying HP is more worth. It literally gives you more effective HP, if you know what I mean. And then also this one gives you damage. So this one is perfect. For your enchantment, you go for plated steel caps, and then you go for, where is it? The stone plate. As I said, you're going to be unkillable and you're going to deal so much damage. So you go for the stone plate. And then for your runes, you go for Grasp of the Undying, Triumph, 4th rune, Hunter Titan. Please don't go for conditioning or something like that. Hunter Titan, because you want to get as much HP as you can. And then of course also the tenacity. I mean, you can get the Mercury's threats if you really feel like you need it, but obviously the whole point of this build is to be unkillable against attack damage champions, right? That's why the Hunter Titan is there, to give you that 15% tenacity. 4th rune, Sweet Tooth, because you're really gonna need it because you're playing Nasus. And then for your spells, you go for Flash. And then here you can either go for Barrier or Ignite. It really depends on your playstyle and your matchup. If you're against a really hard matchup, you go for a Barrier. Or if you just feel like you're going to get turret dove in a lot, you can go for a Barrier. Ignite if you want to be more aggressive. That is it about the build, and let's now get into the gameplay. I want to apologize to you guys, by the way, before truly getting into this gameplay for my lack of uploads. It's actually not really due to game quality anymore because I have videos ready. It's just that I'm extremely busy, and there's just a few things, right? Like, I'm making videos, I'm doing coaching, I'm casting nearly every weekend, and I'm making these videos for Riot. And the videos for Riot is the biggest thing that I'm doing right now. So again, as I said, if you truly want to support me, like, this is even bigger than like donating whatever amount you want or sharing my videos. This is so huge to me. So if you just want to help me out, click on the link in the description, check out that video, drop a nice comment, watch that video, you know, you'll enjoy it as well. Like, I'm really proud of that video. And Riot also said like, damn, you outdid yourself with this one. This is a good one. So there's gonna be more as well. So make sure you subscribe to the Wild Rift Esports channel as well. And now let's focus on this gameplay. So take a look at the enemy. Jhin, Pantheon, Tryndamere. I don't know what their jungler is. I don't quite remember, but it's obviously going to be an attack damage champion, right? Like, otherwise I wouldn't go for this build. This is when you pick the Nasus. And I'm against a Pantheon. And believe it or not, Nasus is actually pretty good into Pantheon. All you have to do against a Pantheon, reach level 5 and he's never gonna kill you anymore. Like, if you reach level 5, you will win 1 versus 1s with your ultimate. Like, Pantheon cannot do anything against you. Nasus, I would even qualify Nasus as a counter to Pantheon. As you can see right now, I am obviously struggling. I'm not even struggling that much, as you can see. Like, he's not even out-trading me. That's the funniest thing, but I have to be careful, right? Like, I don't want to get caught by him. But the reason that I'm playing aggressively regardless is because I have a barrier. In the case that he goes super far for me, I just use a barrier and survive. Barrier will block out all of his burst damage and I can just survive super easily. That is why I personally love barrier, but I'm telling you guys, you can also go for ignite. If your playstyle fits an ignite, you go for an ignite. So right here, as you can see, I'm just chilling. Like, this is Nasus, right? You just chill. You just chill. And Camille is coming, by the way. Oh, she's actually not coming, never mind. This is the unfortunate thing though. I cannot really help her out. Like, I'm useless as a Nasus. As you can see, I'm like kind of wandering around, you know. Like, if I have to help, I guess I will help, but Nasus is useless in these skirmishes. You just cannot do anything. All I really have to do right now is stay alive, get level 5, and then play more aggressively. And I'm pretty lucky with this matchup. Well, not really lucky because I picked it into a Pantheon. But if you're up against like a Darius or a Fiora, you will struggle. Like, you will struggle hard. You will really, really have a rough time. You're basically going to be playing under your turret when you're up against those champions. And just try to farm as much as you can. I mean, I'm doing that right now as well. Just because, like, there's no reason for you to take any risk as a Nasus. Like, there's just no reason. Because in the mid game, you're going to become super duper powerful. Right now, I'm level 5, but you may be asking, okay, you're level 5, but why are you not going super aggressive? Like, right now I'm fighting him. Okay, he runs away. But the reason is, you can see it right now, because of my mana. Nasus is incredibly mana hungry. And yeah, this, especially the third ability, let me just tell you that right now. The first ability doesn't cost a lot of mana. The ultimate does cost a lot of mana, which makes sense, but the third ability does cost a lot of mana as well. So be very careful with spamming your third ability, because you're very quickly going to be running out of mana. You know, it's actually funny. I'm having a bit of an easier time articulating what I'm trying to say because I'm doing casting as well. Like, casting is kind of broadening my English language, I guess, and it's making it a bit easier to make YouTube videos as well. And hopefully you guys find it a bit more entertaining too, right? Like, it's less of me saying because I'm trying to think of a word to say. Obviously it's still gonna happen, but I don't know, it feels a bit smoother to me, you know, after, like, while I'm casting, etc, etc. It seems to be that I'm learning words as well, especially because I'm also listening to Stress Casts and Xcoundrel, and yes, that's right, Xcoundrel is casting the WREC as well. You know, they do play-by-play, and their English vocabulary is so amazing. But look at this, by the way. Can they kill me? Of course they cannot kill me, guys. Ah, God, I hate these moments. These are the moments where I think, like, okay, should I redo the video? Or should I just take the shame? I'll take the shame. You know what? You guys win this one. You guys enjoyed that one. I did die, okay? I did die. I overestimated my early game power, which Nasus doesn't have, and I died against a Master Yi and a Pantheon. I'm an idiot. As a Nasus, obviously you don't want to fight early game. Sure, you're strong. Sure, I would have destroyed Pantheon in a 1 versus 1, but Master Yi with the true damage is still gonna shred through me. And like, when we get into the mid game, I can do this a bit more, especially when I get a bit more armor items, but not quite yet. I just don't have enough. Right now what I'm doing is I'm just taking the Rift Herald on my own. Like, I could be pushing a turret, but instead I'm taking a Rift Herald because I will get a turret anyways with a Rift Herald. So it's worth it for me to take the Rift Herald. There's like 5 people on the bot side of the map, so it's a free Rift Herald. It's just free. All you have to do is keep attacking the eye on the back, as you can see, that one. Get the Rift Herald, and I'm this game I played like a week ago. What I think that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna push wave, use my ultimate, get the turret without Rift Herald. That's what I think that I'm gonna do. Let's see if it actually happens. Like, you know, it's always funny because when I rewatch my videos, it's often videos from a really long time ago. So I do that on purpose because I don't want to make videos on games that I watched, that I played like yesterday, because then I know what happens in the game. Yeah, as you can see, I was right? Like, this is exactly what you need to do. Use your ultimate on the turret, take the turret. There is no reason for me to waste my Rift Herald. Oh, I am gonna throw it here. Yeah. So the reason that I did throw it is because Tryndamere rotated. And it's obviously worth it for me. Oh my god, he's doing so much damage. But it's obviously worth it for me to get the turret. I'm not using a barrier here, by the way, because I'm dead anyways. But yeah, as you can see, I got the Rift Herald, got the turret, and as a bonus, my team got the dragon as well. Now, let's say the enemies went for the dragon. What would have happened? I would have gotten a free turret. I would have invaded their jungle, taken their jungle, and I would have kept the dragon. I would have kept the Rift Herald. What happened instead is my team won a fight. I took the first turret, I dropped the Rift Herald, and we got the dragon. But what we lost for it is a turret ourselves and me dying. Is that worth it as a Nasus? Obviously yes. Obviously yes. If you've watched my Nasus videos, then you know this is worth it. So right here, I'm kind of trying to bait him. I do have a stone plate, as you can see, which I should use immediately. There it is. I have a barrier too. Camille is just AFK watching. Camille? Hello, Camille? What? Am I blind, or did the Camille just... What? He's rotating to me, he's engaging, and he doesn't do anything. Alright, I guess everyone his thing. I mean, we could have won that one. Like, I was tanking up a lot of damage. I have no clue why Camille was doing that, but whatever it is, right? So a thing to keep in mind with this build, you deal less damage, okay? You deal, I'm actually 0-3 by the way, but you deal less damage. You deal significantly less damage than the Trinity Force build. Like, I would say you deal like 60% of the damage, but you're much tankier. And you're constantly going to be slowing the enemies in the late game. And the beauty of this build as well is in the late game, you know, you're against a full attack damage composition. You will be spamming armor. You'll have like 350 armor. So the icy zone is going to be huge. So throughout the fight, you're going to be slowing everyone. Can I kill him here? I don't know if I'm... Yeah, no reason for me to ult, because he roots me and runs away from me anyways. Oh, here I'm going to ult. I'm just going to try to kill Jhin here. Like, the right move to make here is just try to kill Jhin. Like... Yeah, exactly. I'm dead anyways. I just tried to kill Jhin. Wait, look! I almost killed him. What? Did you see that? That's the vampirism that Nasus has, guys. Nasus has integrated vampirism, physical vampirism, sorry. And like, you have to continuously fight. Like, running away is not an option with Nasus. You have to keep fighting because you're constantly going to be healing up. And especially with an Iceborne Gauntlet, it deals AoE damage, by the way. So if there's multiple enemies close to each other, and as I said, the later on we get into the game, the bigger this zone becomes. When you donk the enemy, or bonk the enemy, sorry, it creates a wide zone, which not only slows, it deals damage. As you can see, look at the minions. It deals damage, look. Boom, you see? It deals damage to all of the minions. Look, look. Boom. That's what it is. So every time you bonk with your first ability, you will deal bonus damage to all of the enemies in the icy area. Yet again, incredibly powerful in teamfights. And the thing about this build is, it's just like, you won't hard carry the game like the Trinity Force Nasus build. By the way, if you enjoy my Nasus, just look up HellsDevil Nasus and watch my Nasus videos. Like, I have a million Nasus videos. So I'm trying to somewhat trade with him here because he's overextending a lot. And right now, just use a stone plate, and he, as you can see, he's forced to just flash away. I don't want to waste my ult, so I'm not getting close to him. Which, you know, we just got a free kill right here, and should be a free Rift Herald as well. By the way, guys, I'm doing a skin giveaway as well. You know, giving away 8 legendary skins this month. Legendary! Yeah, those skins. All you have to do to participate is put a comment under the video. I am that. I'm not even that. Look at this. Like, any champion would die there. I think even a Garen would die there, but Nasus with the full tank build and ultimate, I guess, doesn't die. Like, how crazy is that? That's the power of this build. And as I said, like, this build almost never works. It only works in these particular scenarios where you're up against a full attack damage composition, right? If you see it, you need to be thinking about me, like, hey, wait a minute, I saw that HellsDevil video that told me to just go for the crazy immortal Nasus build. Let's do it. All right, copy this build, like copy the build that you saw in the beginning of the part of the video, put it on your Nasus games, and just like, you know, whenever you play Baron lane, pick normal champions, but those 5 or 10% of the games where the enemy decides to go for full attack damage, that's where you take your ace out of your pocket and boom, smash it on the table with full armor Nasus. I was potentially considering going for a Random's Omen in this game because they do have a Jhin who deals crit damage, Tryndamere who deals crit damage, and a Master Yi who deals crit damage, but I stayed to my build just because, like, the Frozen Heart is so good on Nasus. It gives you mana, it gives you the armor, it gives you the attack speed, widespread attack speed slow. It's just the perfect item for Nasus. So that's why, like, I'm sacrificing the reduced crit damage taken for that anyways. So that's why I should be able to be fine against him. Like, he shouldn't be able to kill me now that I have a Frozen Heart. So let's see. Yeah, no way. There's just no way he can kill me. No way. Like, not even a chance. I flash to him. Flash or slow? Flash slow? Flash slow. Come on, flash. There we go, finally. Now it's too late, you idiot. No, it's not too late. I kill him anyways. Yep, I kill him anyways. There we go. I should have done it a little earlier because it was obvious that I wouldn't reach him. And I should have done it a little earlier because if I did it earlier, he wouldn't be able to escape with his third ability. And yeah, Nasus is a super powerful split pusher as well. Like, in the early game, and what I mean with early game is like 0 to like 10 minutes, 12 minutes, so up until this point, you just split push basically. Here I'm abandoning the red buff because I want to take the turret, and the reason that I'm doing it because I almost have my ultimate. What can I do with my ultimate? Of course, spam the turret, right? Let's see. Never mind, I don't have the minions for it, so I'm gonna leave and take the red buff. I could even use my ultimate on the red buff. Like, I'm not even... There it is, yeah, I do it. Like, this is what I mean. So, this is worth it. This is fine. Like, you can just use your ultimate. Don't be afraid to do it. I think I'm gonna skip him and just try to get the red buff. There we go, I did get it. They have no chance. Stone plate! Come on, stone plate, stone plate, stone plate! Stone plate! Stone plate! Ah, come on. I could have easily survived that if I had just used my stone plate. What was I thinking? But like, can you now see what I mean with this build? If I had played that correctly and used my stupid stone plate, I would have survived that super easily. Like, you're just unkillable against a full AD composition. You're literally unkillable. Obviously, Vayne is a different story, right? Like, Vayne is a different story because, yeah, she deals true damage. But against a normal AD composition with a Jhin, Tryndamere, etc., you're just not gonna die. Like, you're literally not gonna die. It's so crazy. I was the... So, wait. I have a question here. Honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You have Frozen Heart and Randuin's Omen. They both have a similar passive, which reduces the attack speed of the enemy, but the passive is named differently. And although it's built from the same item, the passive name is different. So the question is, and I want to ask this to one of the viewers that understands a bit more about these kinds of things, do the attack speed slows stack from Randuin's Omen and Frozen Heart? Do they stack? Does the effect stack or not? I would assume it doesn't, but the name is different. Like, it's two different items and the name is different. Like, you know, you have Steric's Gage and Maul of Marmortius, etc. The things are different, but the names are Lifeline. So you have Lifeline, Lifeline, Lifeline. It doesn't stack, right? But the names of the two passives from Frozen Heart and Randuin's Omen are different. So I honestly don't know whether or not it stacks. If it doesn't stack, or sorry, if you reduce their attack speed twice, then it would be the perfect game to build a Random's Omen as well. But I just didn't take the risk, so I went for a Deadman's Plate anyways. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep stacking up. I have 276 stacks, which is really good, by the way. I mean, it's not amazing. I have had Nasus games where I had 500 stacks at this point, but those were Nasus games with the Trinity Forest. This build is obviously different. You're not really that reliant on your damage. I mean, obviously you are, but you're more reliant on your tankiness compared to the Trinity Force build where you're really reliant on damage. So look at the Icy Zone right here. Look, 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 look. Constant Icy Zones. Everyone is getting slowed. Everyone. I'm not using a Stone Plate right now because I'm dealing a lot of damage, as you can see. I'm still not using a Stone Plate because I don't need to, as you can see. Now I am. Why? Because the Master Yi went on me. And as you can see, I did provide some value by tanking up the Master Yi damage. And it was enough for my Malphite to be able to finish it off. So, regarding about when to use your Stone Plate, it's just like whenever you're at the point in the game when you want to sacrifice damage for tankiness. Like when you're team fighting and you are dealing a lot of damage to an enemy, don't use your Stone Plate. But when you're team fighting and you're like soaking up damage from 3 high damage champions, even though you're dealing a lot of damage, just use your Stone Plate. Like, use your Stone Plate and tank up the damage. Don't be greedy because your teammates can deal damage then. So use your Stone Plate when you're tanking up a lot of damage. By the way, Stone Plate is also a really good counter against true damage. Because it doubles your HP, or it either gives you 60% bonus HP or like 120. If there's 3 enemies around you, the effect of the Stone Plate is like doubled, something like that. So you literally double your HP, or even, no, you get 60% bonus HP, or it's even more. Something like that, I don't know the exact number. So keep that in mind. So don't like Stone Plate while you're in the middle of a team fight when there's at least 3 enemies is super valuable. It will make you so tanky, like pretty much, like practically unkillable, really, like unkillable. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just taking this farm, and with this build you can take this jungle, this part of the jungle super fast, and it gives you a lot of stacks. Reason that you can take it super fast is look, boom, AoE damage, and that's right, you get stacks for every single minion that you last hit. Even if the last hit, or sorry, last hit with your first ability, even if the last hit goes through the Iceborne Gauntlet. That's right, even if that's the case, you still get the stacks for it. And that is why taking the jungle is super good, because it gives you 40 stacks for free. Yeah, I think it's like 40 stacks for free, something like that. So just take it whenever you can, because that's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage, guys. Free turret, by the way. Taking a turret with your first ability gives you 4 stacks as well, by the way. Just a quick little tip. You know, you gotta get those stacks wherever you can. I'm probably just gonna take this turret. I like knowing how I am. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it. Let's take a look. Come on. Look. Boom. 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 Easy turret. Who cares about minions when you have Nasus? Right here, another free farm. I don't know why Caitlyn is taking it. I have no idea why Caitlyn and Brand just took that. That's so stupid. I hate it when like, I hate how people don't understand that Nasus is supposed to take that. Because like, why does she care about 10 gold while it gives me 4 stacks on top of it? Why would she care about the 10 gold? It's just like, doesn't make sense. Oh, it's not good. I should be able to clean up though. Oh god, this is really not good. Level 15 mastery is never a good thing. Ooh, there we go. There is a Jhin. If he stays here, I'm gonna kill him. I should be able to kill him. Yeah. I mean, just look at this, guys. Look at this. What can a Jhin do against this? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Like, there's literally nothing. Like, even if Jhin had like 7 items, which is obviously impossible because with 5 items you're full build, even a 7 item Jhin wouldn't be able to kill me. I believe even an 8 item Jhin would still not be able to kill me. That's how crazy strong you are against those types of champion. Same story for like Jinx, for example. Unless Jinx goes for a Blade of the Rune King and a Mortal Reminder, she's gonna deal 0 damage to you. She absolutely needs a Blade of the Rune King and a Mortal Reminder, both of them. I know there's an enemy waiting here. Yeah, there he is. I know the Pantheon was here, so I didn't go for the dragon. Just making sure. Bonk. I bonk him from behind. Even though he had a shield, you can damage a Pantheon from behind. Yeah, there it is. Easy game. Like, easy peasy game. Just look at the Icy Zone, guys. How crazy is it? It covers the entire Dragon Pit. That's how big. That's how much armor I have right now. Like, look at how big it is. No one can escape my Nasus anymore with this Icy Zone. We have 4 dragons, by the way, and an Infernal Dragon. So you guys are going to be witnessing some crazy damage Nasus right here. Got my Starbucks Cage too, so literally unkillable. Literally unkillable now. And I'll deal so much damage too. I love this skin too, it's so badass. And now the Baron on top, by the way, which gives me even more damage and tankiness. Ho 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 ho. I am GIGACHAD Nasus now. Boom! Boom! Look at that. Boom! No, 16 stacks, and that's another 16 stacks. 40 stacks, just like it's nothing. He's gonna die. Let's take a look at how much damage I did. Really? He knows his faith. One first ability deals like 60% of his HP right there. Boom! Oh my god, that is crazy. That is so crazy with the Inferno. Yeah, the game is over, right? Like, this game is over. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, as much as I enjoyed making it. I want to remind you guys, you know, the Wild Rift Esports video. If you really want to support the channel and you want to support me, check it out. And, yeah. Let's take a look at how much damage I did and how much I tanked. Let's see. Come on, click on the continue button. I don't know what I was doing. I was scratching my ass maybe. Yeah, I only had 160 LP back then. I have like nearly 400 now. Look at how much damage I did and how much I tanked. That was crazy. So thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.